already talked about the warm-ups. Sorry. There you go. Okay. Here we go. 2 more graphs today, and then you're ready to graph just about anything when it comes to sine and cosine. Here we go. 4 special steps, right? When graphing sine and cosine, step number 1, go ahead and find that period. Do you remember how to find the period? 2 pi divided by b. Thank you. So if you're looking at the equation, if there's a b next to the x, that's what you're dividing by the period so you can get your interval. Okay? Find that period. It's 2 pi over whatever the b is. Okay? Second step. Hello. Divide it into 4 equal parts. In other words, use the big 5 method and do the halfway points between all the 2 endpoints. Okay? After your 4 equal parts, go ahead and evaluate the x values. So if it's sine, it goes 0, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. Right? If it's cosine, it goes 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1. Right? And make it the table helps. You can abbreviate that as much as you wish. Are you singing to yourself? Okay. Here we go. Step 4, after that you just plot those points, right? I know you're graphing because you look like you're plotting something. Hold on. Shh. No? Okay. All right. Okay. So, if there's stuff around the sine and cosine, right? There's a very particular order in which you need to graph or to figure out where the points are in the graph. Okay? It's kind of like an inside-out problem. Work your way out from it. Good? Nope? Okay. All right, what I was talking about with the inside-out problem is you kind of work, instead of from left to right, you work from right to left. So right here, you start with this first, then you move out to sine, then you move out to the amplitude. So you're kind of going in this. Right here, the bx is your period. The period sets up your interval. After you have your interval, then you evaluate your sine points, which is 0, 1, 0, negative 1. And after that, if you have an amplitude next to that, then you just multiply everything by the amplitude. When you're done with that, the first line and the last line from your chart is your graph. Yay? Okay, here we go. That's our game plan. Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be okay. Here we go. Just over 1 period. Here we go. Step 1, find your period. So I'm going to use a different color. For step 1, just put the 2x, right? Because we have to work on this first. This is the first thing we're going to talk about, right? So put the 2x between 0 and 2 pi. There you go. Okay. Then divide by 2. We kind of did this one, didn't we? Yeah. When you divide by 2, you're going to get 0, x, and pi. Very good. Yay? All right. Then, for your intervals, step 2 are your intervals. So 0 to pi is our intervals. Okay. Okay. Now, to find the middle, again, is find the average. So, for example, let's go back. Here we go. Oh, wow. Let's say that you took 2 tests, right? How do you find the average grade of your 2 tests? Exactly. You add them and divide by 2. So, to find the average of 2 things, you add them up and divide by 2, just like this. So, 0 plus pi divided by 2 is pi over 2. Yeah. Yay? Okay. 0 over 2 plus pi over 2 is? It's going to be pi over 4 when you divide by 2, right? Because 0 plus 1, then divide by 2 again. This one's pi over 4. And what's this last one going to be? 3 pi over 4. Yeah. Right? Again, that's the counting. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Yes, no, maybe? Yeah, so 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4 pi over 4. If you make everything as a pi over 4, then that would be the pattern. Yay? The pi over 2 and pi would just be simplified. Yeah, so in your head, make them all pi over 4s. Yeah? Okay. In the past, I've used this chart, but I really don't want to right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. I know you can't get rid of it on yours, so just write over it. It's not a big deal. Okay? Once you have your intervals, those are your x values. So the next thing to do would be to work outwards. This is the second step, is to figure out the sign from those values, right? Sign's easy, the same pattern. How's it go? 0, 0, -1, 0, right? Okay. And then last but not least, here's the third step. I'm going to use this one. Here we go. This is the third step. That says multiply all those answers by 3. So I'm going to skip this step 3. So -3 times sine. So in other words, -3 times 0 is 0. -3 times 1 is -3. 0, 3, 0. Excellent. Okay, here we go. The first line and the last line are your x and your y. It's just the first line, last line. The stuff in the middle is just what we need to get to it. Right? So step 4 is to graph this thing. When you're plotting, just put the x values in here. So 0, pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, and then pi. And then we're going up 3 and down 3. Okay? Okay? Which just means it took that regular sign and it stretched it out to make it a little taller, but it also squished it in. Because now instead of taking 2 pi to get there, it only takes half that time to get there. So, and, oh, what else did it do to it? It flipped it. Exactly. Negatives flip your shape of your graph. How do you feel? Depressed? Oh, impressed. Hey. Okay. Man, you did more graphing today than you thought. I made you guys graph a unit circle outside. It's evil. Okay, here we go. What's up?
Step 4 is graph. Step 4 is graph.
Step 4 was graph, yeah. Yeah. Step 4 is go home. That would be step 5, because that would be fifth though. No? Alright. So did I go too fast? I'm sorry, Maxwell. I'm sorry. There you go. There you go. Alright. Yeah. I got the table again. It just, you can ignore that if you want. You could do the work at the bottom. It doesn't really matter. So, okay. It's interesting. This second one is? Oh, I like it. Oh! Yes. Okay. Here we go. Step 1. This is the first part right here, right? I have chalk on my back. Oh, good. I'm interesting to look at. Here we go. 0, pi over 2 x, and then 2 pi. Okay. That's our period. So let's start working through it. Here we go. First step. Everybody's so smart. Everybody's so smart. Multiply by 2. 0, pi x, 4 pi. It is! This is Because when you divide, because to get the x by itself, you divide by pi, right? So when you divide by pi, or p, as it's supposed to be pronounced, it's 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Hallelujah. Yeah, that one's an easy one. Yeah, there's no pi in this one. Hey, all right. So we kind of moved into step 2. This is easy. What's between 0 and 4? 2. And between 0 and 2, 1. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do too. I do too. Okay, here we go. Step 2 is cosine. So now we do the cosine. Now, remember, sine starts at 0. Cosine starts at 1. So it goes 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1. Okay. Last step. This is the third step right here. Multiply everything by 2. So this is 2 times cosine means multiply the top, the previous line by 2. So 2, 0, 0, 2. First line, last line is the x, and this is the y. That's it. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2, down 2. I'm going to make this the Christmas graph. Here we go. All right. 2, 0, there 2, 0. Ta-da! Right. Isn't that pretty? All right. So, in other words, the moral of the story is we're combining the amplitude and the period in this one. Last time you just did one or the other. Now you're doing both. Turn to your neighbor and say, joy. All right. Now, tomorrow you're going to say, holy shift, check out this mother function, because we're going to be shifting it left, right, and up and down. What do we do? What do we do? All right, here we go. Remember that tomorrow, you have your unit circle quiz. So make sure you practice for that for tomorrow. And then you have, let's say 7, 9, 9. That's no in German. Whatever. Yeah. I need what?
Sign and then having a pie beside it. Sin pie, sign pie.
I don't know what senpai is.
I don't know how to explain sin pie.
Senpai is a fictional character in the video game era.
Anywho,
Senpai is a fictional character. Why is that? What's the sign of pi? What's the sign of pi?